Previously on nThroughs.
I'm Sergeant Glenn Archer. May I come in? Please take me through what happened here, Nicholas. Start from the beginning. I thought you all were coming here to celebrate my birthday with me. I don't feel so good. You, while on cocaine at your birthday party, may or may not have had your cake stolen.
If the police won't help me, then maybe I need to conduct this investigation myself. I looked outside to my deck through the window. It was ISIS. They must have decided to get revenge for me killing all of their soldiers so long ago. I need to get going.
The following takes place between 2 p.m. and 2:23 p.m.
Yeah, it's 46. Put me in touch with him. It's urgent.
This is Bauer.
Jack, it's Nick. Nicholas Key. Just the man I've been looking for. Really? I'm flattered. Don't be. You're one of my prime suspects at the moment. One of your main suspects? What are you talking about? Do you remember what I did to you 4 years ago? Yeah. You broke into my house and tortured me. And why did I do that? Well, if I remember correctly, you accused me of working with ISIS, and then sporadically left when the real ISIS showed up. That's irrelevant. Now, if I were to find out that you've been in bed with ISIS again, what do you think I'd do to you this time? Again, I never worked with ISIS. That was all in your head. Jack, listen to me. I called you because I'm looking for ISIS too. You really don't know, do you? Come with me. How can you not possibly know what's been going on in your basement for the last week? Well, for that past week, I've been unconscious, so I couldn't even go down there if I wanted to. Not that I would, because that dehumidifier is not working and it stops up your sinuses and... Enough! Right now, as we speak, ISIS is in your basement conducting an arms deal. And I'm here to make sure that deal doesn't happen. First my cake, and now they're buying weapons in my basement? The nerve of these guys. What? Yeah, that's why I called you. I believe that ISIS is behind the theft of my birthday cake. You're telling me that one of the most barbaric and monstrous organizations on the planet stole your birthday cake? Yeah, and? I think we can help each other here, Nick. We both want to prevent ISIS from wreaking more havoc on the face of this world, don't we? Sure, yeah. So let's team up and stop that arms deal taking place in your basement. And make sure that ISIS never hurts anyone again. Listen, all of that sounds really great, and I want to help you with it. I just need to use the bathroom first. What? Yeah, it's been like 2 hours since I've gone, and it really just hit me all of a sudden. Fine.
But don't take too long, and meet me back right here when you get finished. Thanks.
Jack Bauer! All right, welcome back to another nThrough. This time, we're playing through 24 the game, which I think's a really good game, but nobody else does apparently. For obvious reasons, I think it's a great game because 24 is my all-time favorite TV show and has been since the age of 6. So fun fact, this is actually the first ever nThrough that's ever been made on a game console that's not a PC. And believe me, it was a pain having to figure out how to record on a PS2. CTU! CTU! Coming in, CTU! Dude, this game is so dark. What is it, Doom 3? I'm literally having to use the map at the bottom because I just can't see anything. Oh man, that's sweet. CTU, O'Brien.
CTU, O'Brien.
I told you. As usual, Jack Bauer saves the day, boy. You know, when I first played this game, I thought that the writing of this game was actually up to par with many of the seasons of the show. And it makes sense because it is the same writers, particularly Howard Gordon as the showrunner. You know, he was involved a lot with the writing too, but I really felt like the writing of this game was up to par. Tony!
Tony, there's something else.
I love you. Oh, that's not what he was saying.
All I can say is that a man by the name of Ricky Roberts is involved.
Ricky Roberts sounds like an 80s musician. What kind of name is that? Oh, God. I'm sorry you had to hear that, Tony. You know, honestly, I was shocked that they didn't bring Chase back in any of the subsequent seasons after Season 3. Chloe O'Brien is a great assistant to have, you know? Plus, in Live Another Day, she didn't look that bad either. It was kind of like that alternative goth thing. It was kind of hot. 24 Season 5 was just the best season. I mean, you had so many great plot lines. Charles Logan being the villain, the president being the villain. I mean, we didn't have that back in the day when that was out. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody just knows the president's the villain, but back then that was a crazy thing. You know what I mean? That was crazy. I think Season 5 is the best season like most fans do. However, I think Season 7 and Season 3 are my second and third favorites respectively. I mean, Season 7 had so many great plot lines like the raiding of the White House and had Renee Walker sexy behind. And then Season 3 had a plethora of great plot lines, including breaking Ramon Salazar out of prison, as well as, of course, the Ryan Chappelle episode, which I maintain to this day is one of the greatest television episodes ever written.
God forgive me.
Dude, this pistol's sick. This pistol is honored to have Jack Bauer roll up in the club like,
CTU.
holy crap, this is literally the puzzle from the Hulk game I played that one time. Come on out, Ricky Roberts. Your days of singing 80s pop are done. Dude, we're about to torture somebody. Classic Jack Bauer. Torture is definitely the most effective use of interrogation. Aw, dude, I was so close to breaking him. See, that's just proof that torture works too well. He's pulling a real big Bauer right now, man. I'm not gonna lie, if I was injured or in danger and Jack Bauer was there with Kiefer Sutherland's soothing voice, it'd be alright. And I don't mean that in a homo way at all. You know, I had some Pop-Tart bites I was going to eat while filming nThroughs today, but I ate them before I even got a chance to start filming. Because they're just so delectable. Oh, David
6 months
Palmer!
ago, individuals acting
We're in
against
good
the United
hands.
States
Look, stop messing with me. My name's Tony Almeida. Let me see that badge. Let me see that badge, Tony.
CTU.
Nice. Got the shield. I'm gonna vote for David Palmer in the 2020 election because honestly, he would be a far better president than any of the people running. I mean, seriously. Why is it so loud?
You need to start cooperating.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Damn it.
No, Jack Bauer's catchphrase.
Who's in charge?
Not me, I swear. Oh, no.
Dude, I forgot. You really get to play as everybody in this game. It's crazy.
I've been shot!
Well, get out of the way and that won't happen, you stupid idiots. I forgot you play as Kim. Dude, you literally play as like every main 24 character from the second and third seasons. It's really crazy. For those of you wondering, by the way, this is not being played on an emulator. This is actually being played on a PlayStation 2 with the disc, and then using a capture card being recorded. Like I said, through Open Broadcaster Software, OBS. So this is not an emulator. In fact, if you try to download a PlayStation 2 emulator and play and you try to play 24 the game on it, it is unplayable. It literally gets you like 2 frames per second. So that is how this is being recorded, and that is how much effort I've put into this. You're welcome. So it was like New Year's Eve, and I was like 7, and I turned it on. They used to run it on A&E. Back in my day, they used to run 24 on A&E. That's how old I am. And they ran a marathon of the first season of this show called 24, and I'd never seen it before. I'd kind of heard of it. I'd seen commercials for it, but I was way too young to be watching it. But anyway, I watched it. And I watched, seriously, it was like from about the 7th episode at about 6 or 7 in the morning to the 24th episode at like midnight. And I watched it all day, and ever since then, it was my all-time favorite show. And then sure enough, as soon as it came back on TV, it was Season 5. And I got to watch Season 5 when it was on TV. And boy, was that hard waiting every single Monday for a new episode to come out, because that was just such a great season. But that's how it became my all-time favorite show. 24 Legacy really wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as people said, but it definitely wasn't, you know, as good as the seasons with Jack Bauer. Do not make any more 24 unless you have Mary Lynn Kiefer and Carlos Bernard, a.k.a. Jack Bauer, Chloe O'Brien, and Tony Almeida. Don't make any more 24 without those 3 players. This is by far one of my favorite missions in this game. I vividly remembered it before I even decided to play this again, and I just love it. It's like a stealth mission, except it's kind of like the opposite of a stealth mission, whereas you're trying not to be seen. You're trying not to go too long without being seen. It's kind of like a unique stealth mission. Fun fact, my friends and I actually went to see Kiefer Sutherland perform some of his Western music in a concert about 2 hours away from where we lived, and we had a good time. And he's actually not that terrible of a singer. He just released an album earlier this year, too, and I mean, he's not terrible. I know people think it's hilarious because Jack Bauer is freaking singing country music, but I was impressed.
So much better.
Why would I pardon such a horrible individual, which would only make me look bad as president? Plus, he's not a true friend of mine, and I only pardon true friends of mine.
What are you doing? We have big things to do, and you're stopping to watch TV? No, it was already on. There's no time! All right. Jeez. Now, follow my lead. Wait here. Sir, I am positive that this weapon will be to your liking. I would hope so. Hey, what do you see down here? Be quiet! Is my cake down here? Infidels! Put it down! Don't kill me! I said put it down! Slowly. Kick it over to me now. Take this. It's loaded.
Take a seat. Whatever happens next is up to you. But either way, you're gonna tell me who is trying to sell you these weapons.
Like, I know I have rights. You people can't just do whatever you want to me.
Dude, seriously, you don't know who you're messing with right now. Just tell him what he wants to know. You should listen to him. He's right.
I want my lawyer.
Wrong answer. Oh, you're screwed.
You know, I'm not used to doing an in-through with a controller, so it's so hard. I have a whole bowl of cereal right now, and it's so hard to eat. Holy crap. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I love it. Just like LA Noire, I can steal people's vehicles for the greater good. Oh, that was nice. What the heck is going on, folks? Dude, when I was a kid, I used to have this dream that I would like work for CTU, and I used to like get all these like tables and stuff we had, and I would make like CTU in our basement. Like I'd have like, you know, fake computers and everything, and I actually wrote CTU in chalk on one of the wood planks in our basement, and it's still there to this day. See, the crazy part is, over there in California, how would anybody know whether the earthquake was caused by terrorists or not, considering they have an earthquake like every week? Jack just can't catch a break today, man. First his daughter gets kidnapped by Madsen, and now his girlfriend gets kidnapped by Madsen. Guy just can't win. The thing that makes these interrogations even more difficult than they already are is that you can't hesitate at all. Otherwise, the person you're trying to interrogate, or in this case, you know, prevent from killing the governor, will go ahead and stop talking or kill the governor. So it's like, you really can't hesitate at all. It's so intense, dude. It's classic 24 style of intensity, boy.
I'll be back, I promise.
I mean, have you seen how hot she is? She has nothing to worry about. He's gonna come back. Do you remember that one plot line in the 3rd season where Heroin got addicted to Jack Bauer? That was crazy. Do you remember in 24 Live Another Day when Jack went on a freaking killing rampage and then decapitated Chang? That was sick. Suck my nut. Suck my nuts! I think it's cool how this game begins on a ship and then ends on a ship, you know, like everything comes full circle. Yes! 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 I played that like 1,000 times and finally got it! Dude, Neil Patrick Harris got really radical after 2 and a Half Men went off. Now he's like trying to be a terrorist and everything.
Let her go.
Yes! I won! I saved Kate! I'm a hero! God, that music is so good. Sean Callery, you were such a good composer. Please continue making music as good as the music you made for 24. Listen to that. Oh, that's so great. Jack Bauer lives another day. Oh, right. Well, that was 24 the game. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Are there parts of the game that are a little bit frustrating? Absolutely. I think because the game is about 13 years old now, there are a lot of things that are kind of dated, particularly, you know, the gameplay is a little bit clunky, and I guess people complained about that at the time, so maybe that's not as dated, but definitely the levels are progressively harder, and in some cases, it just seems like they're hard just for the sake of being difficult, and they also don't give you nearly as many healing stations or health packs, so that can get frustrating, but look, the story to this game, in my opinion, is as good as any season of the television show, which is saying a lot considering it's my all-time favorite TV series. And this game, the writing is phenomenal, and that alone should keep you playing from the beginning to the end of the game. So do I recommend 24 the game? If you can get your hands on this game and an old console, I would say stick it out till the end. The story's worth it, and the gameplay is not too bad, just a little bit frustrating. So I'm Niski, thanks for watching, and have a great day.
This just isn't true. I didn't do it. That I can tell you.
Come on, man. Make this easy for everybody and just tell Jack what he wants to know.
Like, don't start playing good cop, bad cop. Your foolish mind games won't work on me.
Dude, you are being so retarded right now. Last chance. Give me the name of the arms dealer, now.
What do you plan on doing with those?
Give me the name, or you'll lose the other one and never be able to have children again! Where's my cake?
It was the airport manager!
What was?
All of it! The cake, the guns! It was the airport manager!
Oh my god. This is Bauer. I need Paul Paulson from the FAA immediately. Paul, this is Jack Bauer. I need you to call me back as soon as you can. It's urgent. You need to answer this question now. Did you or did you not know about the Fed raid before it happened?
After everything we've been through together, I'm shocked you'd even ask that question.
Well, your timing was impeccable, wasn't it? Before you abandoned me, you stepped out to take a phone call, and then 5 minutes later the feds showed up.
Look, I just happen to have really good timing skills, okay?
Well, for your sake, I hope that's true. I don't know how they found out about the arms deal. I barely got out of there alive.
You know they'll be after you next, right?
Yeah, and?
Whatever you do, don't get caught. Otherwise, it'll bring both of us down.
I know that.
Good. We'll be in touch.